On Beyond Bugs, all about insects. On Beyond Bugs. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and I'm glad that I found you. Right now, if you look, you'll see insects around you. They live in the water, the earth, and the sky. Just wait and you'll soon see an insect go by. There are millions of them. I will show some to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Most insects you meet have hard shells and lay eggs. They have wings and can fly, and they all have 6 legs. This is a praying mantis, a butterfly, a grasshopper, a ladybug, a black ant. Spiders aren't insects. This news couldn't wait. Instead of 6 legs, every spider has 8. If you look up close at an insect up close, you will see that its body parts, and each insect has 3. First the head, then the thorax, and here at the end is the longest part, which is called the abdomen. The head, the thorax, the abdomen, and what is he pointing right here? This is a cricket. Okay, this is called a diagram. Insects cannot see all the things that surround them, so each have 2 feelers to touch what's around them. An insect has feelers on top of its head. Some look a lot like a thin piece of thread, while others look much more like feathers instead. We wish we had feelers, but we don't have any. You can also call feelers by their name, antennae. But I think we call them antennae. Watch an insect and see all the things it does. Some can swim, jump, or crawl. Others chirp, flash, or buzz. We have a diving beetle, a dog flea, a pipevine caterpillar, a cricket, a firefly, and a bumblebee. Birds and frogs look for insects in order to eat them, so insects work hard to make sure they don't meet them. Some, like this wasp, have bright colors. They say, "Don't come near me, I'll sting you, so stay away." This moth's wings are colored to look like the tree it's resting upon so that no one can see it. This is called an underwing moth. See the moth right here? This spittlebug sits and he spits out a bubble. It's wet and it's cool and can save him from trouble. That's him right there. For when he's all covered in bubbly foam, if a hungry bird comes, it thinks nobody's home. There he is right there. Here's a riddle I learned from my mother. How's a skunk and a ladybug like one another? When danger is near, it's easy to tell. They suddenly give off a terrible smell. These busy insects are my friends, the ants. They like to eat seeds, other insects, and plants. Ants are so strong they can lift things that weigh over 10 times their weight, and they do it all day. So if you were as strong as an ant, you would see you could lift up 10 cats in tall hats easily. Watch these honeybees, and I'm sure you'll agree that these bees are as busy can be. Worker bees collect food and they keep the hive clean. They protect it from danger and wait on their queen. She must stay in one place. It is their job to lay dozens and dozens of eggs every day. When a bee has discovered where food can be found, she goes back to her friends and starts dancing around. First she wiggles, then waggles in circles, and so all the other bees know which direction to go. We can grow lots of flowers with help from the bees. They store dust from each flower in the back of their knees. This dust is called pollen. Next flower they find, when they land on it, they leave some pollen behind. This is called pollination, and it makes the new seeds that grow even more flowers, which everyone needs. Some insects I know can be unwanted guests. Fleas, flies, and mosquitoes can really be pests. Fleas live on cats, dogs, rats, hamsters, and mice. They bite. Their bite is quite itchy, which isn't too nice. But if they're wonderful jumpers, why, if we were fleas, we'd jump over houses. We'd jump over a house, and we do it with ease. Have you ever wondered, why does a fly buzz? Well, it beats its wings fast, and each time that it does, its wings make a sound you can hear in your ear. So the sound lets you know there's a fly flying near. Here's a fact about flies that we both thought was icky. They can walk upside down since their feet are so sticky. I don't think mosquitoes are very polite. When they're hungry, they land and they sting when they bite. But it's only the female mosquitoes that do. Male mosquitoes will never come bothering you. Caterpillars do something you might think is strange. They start out as one thing, then one day they change. Some spin a small house on a branch just like this. And this home that they make is called a chrysalis. If you watch it, you'll see when a few weeks go by, it turns into a beautiful new butterfly. Here's a quick fact that we both thought was neat. Butterflies can taste their food with their feet. On warm summer evenings, you might see the light of fireflies flashing off on in the night. They are like tiny flashlights that float in the sky, and if you want to catch them, it's all right to try. Use a jar with a lid, watch them glimmer and glow, then open the jar up and let them all go. All day and all night, on the ground and in the air, insects are moving around everywhere. It's important for us to keep learning about them. The world that we know couldn't go on without them. The butterfly, ladybug, ant, and bee make everything for you and me. The end. On Bugs Beyond, all about insects.